The United Democratic Party is seeking to end its two-term municipal drought in Belize City. After a long-standing reign in the old capital, Belize City residents opted for a People's United Party municipal slate in the last two municipal elections. Well, Dr. Nelma Mortis, the United Democratic Party's mayoral candidate, and U.D.P councilor candidates Angeli Perez and Samson Jacobs have placed their names on the ballot and are confident of victory at the polls.
I am 30 years or over, if you don't mind, experienced educator. I'm also a researcher, a social activist, and I am inspired for two various reasons. I am a person who believes in service, and that's the greatest asset you will get out of me, to serve my people. Additionally, I am also trying to make, or at least give a better reflection to the younger women than myself, to take the opportunity to walk into political leadership where we are not well represented.
I am a paralegal, and I decided to put my name on a ballot for two reasons. I want to be able to see more young people being represented, and as well as women, because I believe that we all have a voice, and in order for my voice and the voice of the young people to be heard, there must be representation.
I'm a teacher at Edward P. York High School. I started off at Cedar Vernon Technical High School, but prior to that, my first place of employment was at Hand in Hand Ministries, where I used to work with persons who were infected and affected with HIV and AIDS. And so I'm a social worker by degree, but I'm also a trained teacher. I have a certificate in grant proposal writing and project management.
Mortis and her team launched their manifesto last Thursday. The document has three key areas of focus: environment, economy, and equity. She says most of the residents she spoke with on the campaign trail were more concerned about national issues as opposed to municipal challenges. She added that issues of food and citizen security are on top of the list of those concerns.
One of the greatest things that comes out from the people on the ground is more of national issues. And I know that I do have to do a lot of work in helping our people to understand the importance of local government. Because at this point, there are not really much thing to say about the local government as much as they're saying about the national government. And that has to do with the nexus for food and security. People need to eat, people are hungry, people want to feel secure. Their lives are actually, and I have to say this, recently there has been a lot of electioneering where the streets are being fixed, and so close to election or upon election, and that symbolizes that us as politicians, we are hinging people's livelihood and people's quality of life to our election, and it should not be that way.
Mortis noted that the business community in Belize City already raised a number of concerns to her team that they plan to address if elected on Wednesday.
Parking is a major issue for them, especially on Albert Street and Regent Street. So we have to create a vision for that. Either we do the parking that goes up, or we cut off a certain area just for parking. That is something that has to be assessed. That's one. Two, they speak a lot to the trade license, which it seems as though there is not equity across the board when it comes to that. Now, that is beyond the Belize City Council's purview. However, again, collaboration as the mayor of this city, that is where my leadership comes in, having to bring this to central government to point the way forward.
And councilor candidate Angeli Perez says if young people are questioning what impact a youth can make through politics, she has a message for them.
I think the kind of impact a young person can make, if we shy away from these roles, we will never be heard. So we must step up. We must embrace these leadership roles, and in order for our voices to be heard. When I decided to put my name on a ballot, and I started to tell people, one of the questions I was asked is if I'm ready, because politics is a very dirty game, but I am grateful to the good Lord that this year, this time around, it hasn't been like that, and My mayor also doesn't believe in negative campaigning.
Councilor candidate Samson Jacobs also voiced several concerns he heard from residents that he believes his team would be able to effectively address.
I remember on the campaign trail we were back in Gongolong area, and those persons who own their small business, they were complaining about the drainage on the street. And one of them actually said that, you know what, when customers come to purchase in their store, they could not enter because the water to cover the bridge to get in. And so I believe that the same way we consider outside persons to pay their tax, their business tax and property tax, and they get their services, the same thing needed to be done on the south side, and that is where the equity comes in.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.